Ladies and gentlemen, this is Darcy Ogondaga, CEO of Real Media, and I'm here with Michael Eldeco, who is a part of a Calabar company. It's a gold company, and the reason why I invite Michael to my office to talk about gold today is because about a year ago, he invested in one of my online courses, how to produce and monetize any video content. And he'll be dropping videos, and his business exploded after that. And I might even join before the interview.
That's the goal.
It was a goal. It was a goal. About all this gold and stuff. And I'm like, oh, all this bling bling. Because I was privileged to have one of my clients, Pastor Bill Winston, who also has a company in gold. So, and I did some things with his company. But I have, it was money. Now I talk about free. So before we go back to this, I want you to let them know what happened when you access my course.
I'd be glad to. So, first of all, thank you for having me here in your fabulous office. What floor is this?
49.
49th floor. Getting dizzy up here. But when I met Darcy and started to understand the importance of protecting the integrity and the quality of your video and capturing media footage so that you can really express your message to the world with clarity and conciseness and quality. Before that, I would just grab my little iPhone and take a little video. I didn't even have a selfie stick. It was just holding it. It was shaking. And, my idea was to convey a message, and I wasn't really overly concerned with it being so professional. But what I learned from you is that it does have to be professional. Even though you're thinking you're just sending it to your friends or the people in your tight little group, you really are sending it all over the world.
It's global.
It's global, and you're building a brand. Whether you want a brand or not, you're building a brand from the minute you turn it on record. So I think what your course was able to really convey to me is the importance of having a quality message in quality audio and quality video and quality lighting, and then being able to convey your message clearly and concisely, knowing what you want to say. All of those things I was able to glean and pick up from your course.
Wow.
So thank you for that.
No, thank you so much.
It was worth a lot more. I think I ripped you off.
Yeah, that's what people say. But like I'm saying now, we became, today, because I contacted him today on Facebook. I said, hey, man, I haven't forgot about you. And so that way we can meet, because it's free. He said, today. So, okay, look at my calendar. I said, okay, let's
I got a lot of free time.
You got a lot of free time. So I said, let's meet today and let's talk about it. And when we talked on the phone, I believe it was like almost a year ago, and I was, you know what, I have my own experience with gold, and would like to share that with you on camera. He said, really? I said, yeah, but before you need to invest. I was serious. I said, no, man, it's not going to be for free. We have to invest, because we believe in investment. Listen to what I'm saying, not spending, investment. So this company, when it comes to gold, paper money is based on speculation. Okay? So most people don't understand what speculation is. And let me, use my example. This watch is $5,000. And it's telling me that, okay, Darcy, I want to buy your watch. I said, man, I said, put it for $2,500. He said, no, I got $1,750. I said, no, I'm giving it for $2,000. So what are we doing now? According to the value, he haven't time to go check the value of my watch. I just told him 5,000. And according to that, he said he got 50 on him. And then we negotiate, we speculate. But that is based on perception from the media.
Great
That's
point.
why a great company like Microsoft got MSNBC, was part owned by Microsoft, so they can make sure that they give good report, so the stock is always high.
They control the media.
They control the media and the value. So now with gold, they took the dollar off the gold standard in 1971, if you know the story. But now paper money is just speculation. So the real value of $100 is not $100. According to the valuation, is about, 60%, between 60 and 40% value. It depends, depending on the market. So the money that you have is not even the real money. We don't talk even about like when you get your salary, the before taxes or after taxes. We don't even talk about that. We talk about cash flow. The cash flow is the real amount of money that you can access right now. And that's what you need to think about. And I always told him, I always, inbox on Facebook, I said, don't try to convince the people that you're supposed to help them. This is gold. And we talked before, gold is going to be the new way because the new currency is coming. And I was sharing earlier that when I went overseas with my wife, I was in Germany a few years ago. We went to Gabon, Central Africa, and we put out $100 to change, to get some euros, and we got 79 euros back. My wife said, wait a minute, we just lost $21 because it's the currency. But when you own gold on your card, it adapts wherever you go.
Exactly.
And value, and not even was telling me, your money go up. So what people used to do with money, like I shared with him before, my dad worked in the finances world, and before I experienced the devaluation of the African currency was under franc before the euro was there. So I understand this type of things. I didn't learn that in school. I lived it. So
you lived through it.
Yeah, I lived through it. So you have to send money overseas to double his money before the money went down. And that's what the rich people do. That's why they got different accounts because they manipulate currencies and they're playing around. That's why you own £1 million and own that value of a property, and then the property becomes £3 million. When you transfer that in US dollars at the right time, you just made $1 million.
Yeah.
You knew where to put it.
That's what the church tries to call a wealth transfer. It's just really about being prepared for what's going on in the financial markets.
That's it.
If you understand where we're sitting right now, if the dollar, God forbid, but you were giving me some things earlier that it is going to collapse.
No,
and I try not to even talk to people about that because I don't want to scare people into, let me rush and get some gold. But if the dollar were to collapse, 1 gram of gold would buy a house.
But let me tell you something. I used to say that in my keynote. The number one asset is not your money. It's not the 401k. It's not even gold. It's yourself with the knowledge that you have about what? About gold. So there's 3 ways that you're going to be able to transfer your money if something happens. If you have your money in gold and silver, if you have your money in real estate, and if you own some intellectual property. If you own some intellectual properties, according to the amount of knowledge that people need at the time, the price goes up. Like I was saying, like 7 years ago, I used to make $200 every 2 weeks. Now I'm making $200. I'm not even there. So, and now I'm able to charge people, $1,000, $2,000 to sit down with me.
For an hour?
For an hour, 90 minutes.
I'm glad I got you before then. That was smart on my part.
That was your part, right? Now you'd be like, oh my God. So that's why it's so important for us to understand that gold is important. And because of a timing issue, I want you to start telling them about the benefits of gold. I hope that what I said was enough.
I think it was. I think that was an adequate and proper setup for this. What we've found with Karatbars International is that the business aspect of it, the making money part, is great. I spent all day today cleaning the house.
Wow.
Now, I could have probably just hired somebody to do it. I rather enjoy it.
Yeah.
I get to do whatever I want to do with my time because, Darcy, for a year after we did our class, for a whole year, I spent that year just drilling through social media and internet, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything that you taught me. I spent that time targeting an audience to share with them the importance of saving their money in gold.
Yes.
As people now are saving in gold all over the world, I probably sponsored 2 or 3 people out of the United States. And then it just took off around the world. What we do is we teach people the importance of saving in gold. If you save your money in gold, just holding the metal makes you wealthier. What did you just talk about? Increasing your net worth.
Yeah.
1 ounce. Now, there's literally almost an ounce of gold, just a few grams short of an ounce on this table. Don't tell anybody where I am. Don't disclose our location. This is a lot of money on the table that I just walk around with to come up to this interview. 10 years ago, this ounce of gold would have cost you $200. Today, the same ounce of gold is worth over $1,200.
Wow.
Just holding the metal, not building a business. Now, sharing with other people, I hope you do join, because sharing with other people, where are you from? From France?
Originally, I was born in France, so I'm French, and I'm also from Gabon.
I would assume you've got a lot of people over there.
Yes.
Darcy starts telling people to save in gold, and he knows infinitely more about gold than me. And now all these people are protecting their families from currency collapse, like he's already lived through a currency collapse.
Yes.
We here in the United States, this currency has been rolling pretty good for 40, 50 years. We don't know about that. He does.
Yes.
And if a currency collapses, It's a wealth transfer. People think that the wealth transfer is some really super spiritual thing. It's not.
I'm just going to give you a real example. If every billionaire in the United States, billionaire and millionaires, put all their wealth together, it's not even 10% of the debt.
Of the national
The
debt.
national debt. So there's no way from what we have now. Albert Einstein said that it's impossible to solve a problem with the same knowledge
That made the problem.
who created. So the only way for them to come back to zero with China and other countries is to find some type of agreement, like almost the same type of agreement that they have with some countries after World War II, to start with fresh, with a new currency which is going to be controlled digitally. At that time, you talk about inflation, it's going to be a global worldwide. You think like 2008 or something? It's nothing. And like we talk about it on the phone, and come back to me now. There's a shift every 20 years. One more talk about that one. 1945, the end of World War II. 20 years after, civil rights movement. 20 years after that, the Berlin Wall collapse. 20 years after that, 2008. 2028, so, oh my God, it's prophesying. Oh my God, Pharisee. No, it's just,
cycle.
You learn,
cyclical.
there's a cycle in finances every 5 years, every 18 months.
And then sevens, too.
And you don't have time to go into this type of detail. So can you share with people how they can join your company?
I will. Okay. And so this is critical. And I need you to hear me clearly. Don't think while I'm talking. Just listen. Because if you think you're going to think yourself out of something that's not even that deep, you sign up for free. And when we say free, we don't mean free like for 7 days. We don't mean free for the first year. We mean it's a free enrollment because it's much like a bank. It's a gold bank. You sign up for a free gold bank account. A free gold savings account. There's no spending here. There's no selling here. Nobody's selling gold. We're saving our money in pure gold. And Darcy, you've been in Africa. You know how much it costs to mine and refine and get gold to 999.9 purity. It's nearly impossible. You get this gold, you sign it for free and start saving in gold, and then I refer Darcy. He saves his money in gold. I get a commission. He tells others, and it's a multiplying effect of people referring people to save in what they should have been saving all their life anyway, which is gold.
So that's it. So I will put a link under this video where you can access this company. I will also put a link for my course, and I want you to make a decision. Even if you don't get my course, even if you don't get...
No, you need to get it. It's not no even if. I got the course. Trust me on this. You need to get the course. I get so much feedback from people all over the world that say, Michael, you did such a great job on your videos. I'm not that smart of a guy. I'm smart enough to see an opportunity when I know an opportunity when I see it. I'm not that smart of a guy. This is stuff that you were very instrumental in teaching me the importance of providing good digital media.
Yes.
So get the course. Now continue.
Okay, so make sure that you listen to what we have to say and make a decision. Again, we are not here to sell you something. We are here to inform you. So that new information should create a reaction from you. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much, guys. And
Thank you.
we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.